Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Iryna Drochak from Pix.io, copywriter there with them. How are you doing today, Iryna?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you so much. How's your day starting?
It's starting really, really good. How was your day?
It was good, productive. The weather is great here, like we are getting ready to summer.
Definitely. All right. That's awesome to hear. Great to hear that. And I'm sure our listeners are tuning in, Iryna, wondering what Pix.io is all about. So in your own words, tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so I will start with our definition, which can be complicated for someone, but I will explain better later. So Pix.io is a digital asset management software. So basically, it's a tool that helps to store and manage all your media, different files like documents, images, videos, and we use metadata to organize it. Then you can search for it faster. You can download anytime, share easily. You can connect different departments within your company or just work within one team. So like if you can describe it basically, it's like very advanced and faster Google Drive.
Okay, interesting. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. And so that way our listeners who are tuned in, Iryna, can get a good understanding there of Pix.io. What would you say is that key problem that you guys like to solve for clients?
Yes, as I mentioned, it's like a very advanced storage where you can organize all your media files. So it's very convenient because everything is one place. You don't need to go to Google Drive for documents. You don't need to go to some other software for photos, for example. You don't need to message designers or someone else to send you files. Everything is one place. So it takes almost no time to download, to get the images, to get to previous versions. It saves a lot of times and improves workflows for different teams.
Okay, all right. And so then, is there a certain vertical segment that Pix.io likes to go for? Is there an ideal ICP for you guys?
So we can work with different industries to our product. But for example, the most popular are nonprofits for us. They also have lots of different materials like documents, videos, images in their activities. We work with e-commerce also, with governmental institutions, with higher education, but basically any company can use us if they need it. For example, even marketing teams, creative teams, like anyone who is using different types of files.
Definitely. Okay, awesome. Awesome to hear that. And so how would somebody then usually find out about Pix.io? Is there a top client acquisition channel for you guys?
Yes, usually it's our blog and remarketing. Because one of our main advantages compared to other tools on the market is that our integration with Google Drive, because we connect with Google Drive. So if you are already using it, our product can make it better, basically saying. So you can synchronize it with DAM, Digital Asset Management, and use all our features on your storage. You don't need to move files anywhere or anything like that. And usually people look for digital asset management for Google Drive, for example, or just digital asset management for nonprofits. Also, we have the word of mouth, if I can say that, because our clients recommend us to similar companies and so on.
Okay, interesting. All right, I'd love to hear that. And so that way our listeners who are tuned in could go ahead and visit you and the company. They could always check you out at Pix.io. What role does the website then play for client acquisition?
As I mentioned, it's blog content marketing. We also have like our landing pages with the main features and so on. And also the most important in B2B, you can book a demo on the website. So it's free. There is also a free trial. And yeah, you can test our product for a little bit before actually like making a decision.
That's always important, right? Kind of give it a little bit of run, see if it's something that you like. So great to hear that. And well, then is there any tools or tips or methods that you would recommend to our listeners as far as some website lead generation?
Methods?
Yeah, I mean, is there like to create more website lead generation? Is there tools that you guys use? Any tips that you would recommend to our listeners?
Well, I would say, of course, you need to know your target audience, and we rely a lot on SEO, search optimization, because it still matters. But now with all the AI products, like texts are very the same across different industries, across different companies. So you need to stand out to make it more like human-like, because you're working for your clients, and it's not that you're just trying to sell with the most popular words, but you're just trying to match their need with your product.
Okay.
Yes. And also the website should be really clear. So you need to describe your product the best, to mention the main features, to make all the buttons visible, like book a demo and so on.
Definitely important. Yep, I would agree with that. And well, let's switch gears a little bit and let's talk about you, Ida. What are some key tasks you like to focus on your day-to-day work?
Yes, so I work mostly with our blog. So my job is to take care of our articles. We work with freelancers also. So I look for the topics, for the keywords. I check the articles. I prepare briefs for the articles. So it's very interesting because like this SEO changes, I wouldn't say every day, but every week at least. So I need to monitor all that, and competitors. It's very interesting.
Definitely important. Okay, awesome to hear that. And so in your time that you have available, Ida, how do you stay up to date with all the news in the marketing world as far as trends, strategies? Is there a preferred channel that you'd like to go with?
Yeah, I stick to basic channels like HubSpot, Ahrefs. They have lots of useful tips, but also I like Neil Patel marketing blog. Has lots of info on different like content marketing, email marketing. And for me recently, LinkedIn has been very useful, because if you have the proper network, if you follow the necessary pages, you stay up to date with the latest trends, and people also share their stories. So it's like, I would call it virtual networking, because you can learn from the experience of other people.
Definitely. Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. And well, let's jump into our next section then here, Ida, which is our rapid fire question rounds. Are you ready for them?
Yes.
All right, perfect. First off then, Ida, what is the last book that you read?
The last book was actually a psychological book. It's called Body Keeps Its Score. Yeah, it's about how our mind is connected to our body, and how we can improve our day-to-day tasks by realizing that connection and working on it.
Definitely important. Okay, great to hear that. Next up then is, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Actually, I would like to make lead tracking and like visitors tracking easier, because we have lots of tools like Google Analytics, Google Search Console and all that, but it's information in different tools. If it was faster, it was just pressing one button, I would be very happy.
Definitely. Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. Next up then, Ida, is, if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
It's publishing articles on the website, like through CMS, because I still need to tweak lots of different details like meta description, all the other stuff. If that would be done with one button, I would be very happy to.
Definitely. Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. And lastly, well, Ida, what would be that one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
I would advise myself to do more freelance projects, because for me in content marketing, I learned that there are no similar cases. Like in each industry, for each product, you need to do a research, you need to try different strategies, and it just comes with experience. With any project that you start, you need to do it from, like, it's a blank page, and just trying more and more, you have more experience. So in the end, it worked out for me. And also I want to highlight the networking, because as I mentioned, networking is just the same, sharing experiences, and you can always learn something new from that.
Definitely important. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that advice. And it's just some great advice, right? Not just for yourself, but for our listeners. That's some great advice there. And well, we are coming to the end of the show today. But before we do end, I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about Pix.io?
Pix.io is a magic tool that will help you keep all your files organized. No matter if it's small business, large company, you can save lots and lots of time on finding and sorting through your files. And it connects with different tools, marketing, project management, CMS, and so on. So it just makes everything smoother.
Definitely important. Okay, awesome to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. To our listeners, you can always check them out at Pix.io, the all-in-one cost-effective solution for digital asset management. Ida, thank you so much for being on with us today. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to our next episode at Pat Monk Presents. Thanks a lot, Ida.
Thank you so much.